Hey, how are you going, guys? Mickey, if not can't tell. Back with another kick-ass beer review. I'm going to review another of the first-hand beers. Connectors 1. This is the Outback Lager, 4.2% ABV, 375ml can. Once again, nothing really written on the can apart from the description of basic description of what it is. Yeah, so get this one poured up. Going into, I'm in my happy place. Lager, Pilsner glass. I did a bit of research on this particular brewery, and it's two mates who basically did a startup brewery. Trying to keep everything Australian, I guess, is what their aim is. Just a quick look at the website to get a general idea of what this brewery is all about. Doesn't really show much, to be honest. There's not a lot of beers on offer from these guys, but here we go. Pull this one up. They're saying full flavoured, full bodied. Should pour a large white cap or large white fluffy head. This one, a little bit more colour to it. I'm guessing that this version is just basically a scaled up version of their Sacred Lager, which is their mid-strength, 3.5%. That would be my guess. It's basically the same beer, just scaled up. Probably going to have a little bit more malt flavour. Not a lot of hop aroma or things like that going on in this beer. I think this one, the colour's a little bit more appealing to me. Obviously the 3.5%, the mid-strength beers, they are low on colour because they're a little bit more controlled in what they do. So it could be that this bit of chill haze on the glass, that this beer just looks a little bit different in this glass, but I think it's a little bit darker in colour. Has much more of an aroma coming off it without getting my nose too close. I can smell it. A lot more floral. It does smell a lot more malty. So it's a good looking beer in the glass. All beer should look good in the glass, otherwise you're not appetised to drink them. So in for a decent smell. This one's got a lot more going on there. Much more of that real sort of Australian lager aroma. It's going for a taste. Much more of that bitterness there from the hops. More of a fuller, sweeter. Much more tastier. .2, so yeah, 0.7% higher in ABV. Very much the same can design as well. Get that with a lot of breweries that are sort of starting out. I probably should have done a little bit more research to actually see how long they've been around for. They're obviously quite new. They are only available in your BWS and probably Dan Murphy's. It's only two, BWS and maybe First Choice or Dan Murphy's, one of those two there. Definitely BWS. I'm guessing a little bit more of a bit more weight in the malt bill, but to me it's comes across as I feel maybe boosted a little bit by adjuncts. Pretty much the way most lagers are boosted in that sort of way, particularly Australian ones. It may contain a little bit of dextrose or some sort of corn sugar. Which helps them to create a bit more of a cleaner beer, and they can control the alcohol and still keep the flavours within a tolerance, quite similar across the board. Once again, yes, an entry level, easy drinking lager, more of that fuller flavour, better taste, bit more body to it as well. Not a lot more body than their Sacred, but yeah, definitely. I'm loving my mid-strength beers at the moment. But this one out, between this and the Sacred, yeah, I think this one's much more clenching, much more appetizing to drink. It is a little bit more appealing to look at. Obviously, the aroma and the flavour, definitely. Very good. For price point, yeah, sort of definitely one of those ones you might just pick up on the go, heading to a barbecue or something like that, and enjoying it just for a change. But it's going to be anything like pretty much any Aussie lager that you're going to pick up in places like BWS, Dan Murphy's, First Choice, Liquorland. So the Outback's my pick out of the two. I know it's cheese and chalk and cheese, mid-strength versus a fuller 4.2 seems to be the middle ground for most lagers anyway. And yeah, this one's definitely the pick. Cheers.